Okay, here we go. Holy moly. That's a lot of shit. What's happening, guys? Aaron from UAVISUALS. This video is all about managing your media. What I'm about to tell you, I wish someone told me this about 10 years ago when I started freelancing. What I know now and what I'm about to share with you will save so much time and money and give you peace of mind. So if this helps you in any way, even the slightest way, I want you to do one thing for me. Go into the comments and write, Aaron, you are the man. Don't worry about, subscribing or liking or doing all that kind of stuff. I just want that comment. That's all. All right, let's get into it. In this video, I'm going to show you how to manage your media. I'm going to show you how to use a cloud application for your business. And lastly, I'm going to show you how to back up your media in a cost-effective way that's going to save you thousands of dollars. Well, I hope. So firstly, I want to say that this doesn't just apply to drone businesses. It's for everyone in that creative space, I guess, that use photography and video. So if you're a filmmaker and photographer and you've got crap just lying all over the place, then this video is for you. So how many of you guys go out there and shoot the most amazing stuff, come back into the studio, you import the media into your computer, some are on hard drives, some footage is on the computer, shit's just everywhere. So that is what I used to do. All different folders, there was no linear structure at all. And it was just impossible to try and go back and relocate where some footage was. Also, relinking files. So opening up Premiere or Final Cut Pro, and I've got files that are missing all over the place. And you end up spending like 2 hours trying to reconnect it and get everything going again. Oh, nightmare. But this doesn't happen anymore. So the first thing I want to talk about is folder structure. Now, folder structure is super important and it does require a little bit of discipline. Every time you shoot, either for a client or even if you're just doing stuff for fun, you just bought a new lens and you're going down to the park and you're testing it out and you come back into the office and you want to import all that into your hard drive, even if it's just shooting on the beach, just try and get into the habit of creating the same kind of folder structure, dumping that media in, then you can start editing and playing around and getting creative with it. So you're shooting, then you're creating the folders and you're dumping the footage. Shooting, creating, dumping. Shoot, create, dump. I should make a t-shirt out of that. So essentially what you do, you start off with a folder with the date and the event or what it is. So in this case, it would be 2019. It is October, so 10, and it's the 5th, so 05. Next to that, you have the event of what it is. So blah, 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 wedding or 24 to 70 mil lens test, for example. After that, you create these 5 key folders and the folders start like this. The first one is Rush. In the Rushes folder, you then dump all the videos that you've taken that day. Only videos are in the videos folder. If you have a shoot that goes over 2 or 3 or 4 days, then you might want to break that off into day 1, day 2, day 3. And then within that day, then you might want to break that up into the camera type. So camera A, B, C, or Inspire 2, Mavic 2, and so on and so forth. After that, the folder underneath that is images. Images, once again, store all the photos in there. All the images that you have taken on that shoot in that folder. That folder structure there will help you in Lightroom also when you start importing that across. After images, you have your projects folder. In your projects folder is the project files that you are working with. So if it's Premiere Pro, then you have your Premiere project file in there. If it's Final Cut, Photoshop, Illustrator files, list that in the project folder. Makes sense? Underneath that, you've got audio. Audio, you can put your music, sound effects, Foley effects, studio record, all the audio stuff goes into the audio folder. Now the last folder is export. Export, self-explanatory. You put in that folder all the files that you have approved and exported out. So that essentially is the folder structure of how you should set up your external hard drives, and you should do it every single time. What also is a neat trick is to create a template folder, leave it on your desktop or leave it on your external hard drive, and every time you go out and shoot and come back, you just simply copy and paste that in and drop in your media. All right, so next up, let's talk about the cloud. What is the cloud?
Nobody understands the cloud. It's a mystery.
So the way I've structured and created my business over the years is I want to make this business extremely mobile. I want to be able to grab my laptop and smash out some work from a cafe or do some work on a plane, poolside, beachside, wherever it is. I just want to be able to manage my office remotely. And the only way that I've found that I could do that is by having all the important documents in the cloud. Pretty much what I wanted to achieve to run a mobile business is to have everything stored in the cloud. All the media and important files and photos and videos would be on external hard drives. So essentially the laptop was just a vessel. So if I was sipping a couple too many cocktails by the pool and the laptop falls in, gets completely destroyed, I won't freak out.
Oh my god!
Because all I need is another laptop and then I can sync back everything once again. So just download the programs and away you go. Plus you've got the security of things like Google Drive and Dropbox that have incredible security, and some features also will enable you to go back into time 180 days to pull some file that you deleted ages ago. So I basically use Dropbox for 5 things: important business documents, client reviews, client access, team member folders, and also sharing files. So they're the 5 things that I use Dropbox for. So what I really like about Dropbox is the integration that it has on the Macs. It enables you to see all your files on the Mac that are on Dropbox, and it also gives you the option to sync which files you want to have either in cloud or locally. If you're working on a project or on a file that's locally stored on your computer, let's say it's a big file, 3 gigabytes worth, and once you're done, you can select the Smart Sync to online only. It just shoots that off to the cloud. You can still see it there. What it does is it removes it from your internal space. It's great. Really recommend it. All right, back it up, back it up, back it up. After you shoot and your footage is on one of these, you need to treat this like it has the key to the world's secrets. You need to make sure that this is so safe. If this gets corrupted or you lose the footage from here, then it's going to be an extremely costly exercise to reshoot, or you might even lose a client, which is just as devastating. But imagine if you filmed a wedding, you're not going to be able to tell the bride and the groom, oh, do you mind going back because my hard drive corrupted? No. All right, so after you shoot, all your media is on one of these. What you do is you go out and buy another one. And you're basically just going to mirror what is on this into here. So you're copying the 2 terabytes worth, or whatever it is, from here to there. Now, what I suggest you do is go out and buy a little larger one. So these are quite cheap these days because they're not portable. They've got the power port to the back of here. They come in like 6 or 8 terabyte storage capacity, so it's actually not bad. You can hold one of these and just schedule in your calendar once every 2 weeks, once every 4 weeks to create a carbon copy of what's on here straight into this one. Now, after you do that, it's always a good idea not to have both of these in the same room. So what I recommend you do, this is always going to be on you anyway. Have this in, let's say, your garage or in a shed. Have it at your parents' place, your mom's house, but just keep this away from the same room that this is in. If your house lights up for whatever reason and catches on fire and you lose all your media, then there goes your business. So what you should do, buy one of these, 2 terabytes, let's say, and label it. I don't care what you label, just make it, let's say Alpha Bravo Charlie or photography 1, 2, 3. And I like to have the date on here as well, just so you know when this was used. And then that's it. So there you have it, guys. 3 important tips for managing your media for your freelance business. Don't forget to drop us a comment, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.